wonderful journey, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra at the Javat, the Srimati Radharani's in-laws town. Very wonderful. So many wonderful pastime. I think on previously also on our Zoom call, I described so many wonderful pastimes. So we will read those pastimes for a couple of days, I guess. And when I go to Houston, I have so many that I have wrote before. So we will go through again. So those spiritual warriors who made our journey successful today was Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, Yamuna Sundari Mataji, Highway Gautam, Sneha Mataji, Murli Manohar Prabhu, Girivardhari Prabhu. Parmeshwari Mataji cannot join because there is sickness in the family, and we pray that whole family recover very soon. Girivardhari Prabhu, Shriya Devidasi, Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Sitala Priya Devidasi, Sachinandan Krishna Prabhu, Kasturi Mandri Mataji, Lila Manjari Devidasi, Manmatha Anand Prabhu, Shundri Radha Mataji, Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, Patit Pavan Prabhu, Parmanand Hari Prabhu, Nandan Priya Mataji, Sukand Raj Prabhu, Aradhana Devidasi. Aradhana Mataji was on the call when I joined at 1:54. Haribol. Prabhulanand Madhav Prabhu, Sripad Lalita Devidasi, their wonderful daughter Akshata, Hanuman Prabhu, Manani Mataji, Ravi Pipalya, Shaman Panchal Prabhu, Govind Gita Devidasi, Rajeshwari Priya Devidasi, Rupa Vilas Prabhu, Anita Saha. I was writing to her. She joined from Dhaka, and I was somehow or other I was missing. So I wrote to her that how come you are not joining? And she said, Prabhu, I always join. But she was joining early in the morning and then she was logging out. But today she hang around very long time. Thank you, Anita ji. Abhay Prabhu, Sarvatarak Prabhu, now he is in Mayapur, Haribol. Amal Atman Prabhu, Rohit Mishra Prabhu, Saraswati Devidasi, Tulsi Priya and Jai Govinda Prabhu, Rajendra Prabhu, Janaki Kant Prabhu, Labanga Latika Mataji, Sumitra Radha Mataji, Devendra Krishna Prabhu, Devyansan Saloni, Pandurang Devdas Prabhu, Damodarati Mataji, Tapti Ghosh Mataji, Pranath Gopal Prabhu, Radhika Prem Devidasi, Nishan Sharma Prabhu, Priyanka Mataji, Ganga Mataji. Ganga Devi also joined from 3 o'clock, Haribol. Ratmais Patel Prabhu, Riya Saroha was there when I joined at 1:54, Haribol. Kalpataru Mataji, Kishore Krishna Prabhu, Priya Kishori Devidasi, Raman Krishna Prabhu, Leela Mangal Devidasi, Radha Siva Devidasi, Murli Mohan Prabhu, Sakti Mata Devidasi. I didn't see Sarva Sakti Mataji today from Portland, Oregon, maybe. She may have joined. If I have missed it, forgive me. Shri Kumar Prabhu, Shri Kansurvasya Prabhu, Shri Nivas Charan Prabhu, Namanand Prabhu, Prem Vinodini Mataji, Sweddi Prabhu, Vijay Keshwar Prabhu, Bhadra Bharti Mataji, Madhvi Gopi Mataji, Uttam Bhakta Prabhu, Vallabhe Mataji, Kanta Mataji, Vani Prabhu, Raja Ramdas Prabhu, Shrankari Kaur Devidasi, Krita Lakshan Prabhu, and Matangi Gopi Devidasi, hopefully their daughter Radhika. I didn't see Balaji Prabhu, Haribol. Dr. Madan Mohan Kundu, Amit and Prem Priya Padma Mataji, Kamal Priya Mataji, Manoj Kapoor Prabhu, Radha Charan Prabhu, Abhay Charan Prabhu, Shukruti Devidasi, Kamini Priya Mataji, Sankarsan and Manjari, Shundri Leela Devidasi, Rukmini Priya Devidasi, Sudhir Krishna Prabhu, Sakhi Saran Devidasi, Sarmista Sahi Mataji, Rasha Kita Prabhu, Anand Radhika Devidasi, Rajesh and Sweta, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Harikatha Devidasi, Jai Satchinandan Prabhu, Hemangini Chauhan, रति प्रभु, कमलेश ढिंगरा माता जी, रश्मि माता जी, शेषा कपूर माता जी, लेखा माता जी, तानेश्वर प्रभु, मुरली गोपाल प्रभु, अरविंद प्रभु एंड प्रियंका, रति विलास देवीदासी, नामप्रिया देवीदासी, आनंद लीला देवीदासी. I didn't see Pratibha Mataji today. Sumit Prabhu, Gadadhar Chandra Prabhu, Dinesh Prabhu, Raghava Perumal. No, I didn't see him today. Rupak joined today. Ranga Devidasi, Abhay Mohan Prabhu, Sanjay Sijapali, Prasanna Visakha Devidasi, Hare Krishna. Somebody always joined through the name Hare Krishna. Tulsi Gamer, and I didn't see Sada Lakshmi Devidasi today. So let's hear the wonderful song before we will read from the Krishna book. Haribol.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Tum bina ke dayalo जगत संसारे तुम बिना के दयालु जगत संसारे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया करो मोरे पतिता पावना है तो तव अवतार पतिता पावना है तो तव अवतार मौसम पतिता प्रभु न पाई बयान मौसम पतिता प्रभु न पाई बयान आहा प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपावलोकन करो हमें बड़ दुखी कृपावलोकन करो हमें बड़ दुखी दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई तव कृपा बले पाई चैतन्य निताई तव कृपा बले पाई સ્વરૂપ સનાતના રૂપ રઘુનાથા ભટ્ટ જોગા શ્રી જીવા પ્રભુ લોકનાથા દયા કરો શ્રી આચાર્ય પ્રભુ શ્રીનિવાસ રામચંદ્ર સંગમગે નરોત્તમ દાસ શ્રી કૃષ્ણ ચૈતન્ય પ્રભુ દયા કરો મોરે तुम बिना के दयालो जगत संसारे
Thank you very much, Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, for playing a wonderful song. Also, I would like to introduce His Grace Damodar Prabhu, who is sitting on the floor so humbly and giving me his kind association. And we were chanting in union all the time together. Prabhuji is hosting me with lots of care and devotion. He's so kind that yesterday he gave me the tour of the Persepolis town. They are building a beautiful temple, and I visited. Prabhuji gave me the detailed tours and some suggestion I made due to my practical experience. But it was so nice, and also today Nilamani Prabhu, the temple president, has invited for the lunch at their house. So I'm so glad to be in the association of wonderful Vaishnavas. I'm really grateful for their hospitality. So we will be reading from, as I said, that I was really difficult for me to read the continued Laghu Bhagavatamrita. So we will be starting to read the Krishna book, which is very nice. Everybody is looking for Krishna. Some don't realize that they are, but they are. Krishna is God. This is written by George Harrison, actually. The source of all that exists, the cause of all that is, was, or ever will be. As God is unlimited, He has many names. Allah, Buddha, Jehovah, Ram, all are Krishna, all are one. God is not abstract. He has both the impersonal and the personal aspect of His personality, which is supreme, eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. As a single drop of water has the same qualities as an ocean of water, so has our consciousness the qualities of God's consciousness. But through our identification and attachment with material energy, in parentheses, physical body, sense pleasure, material possessions, ego, etc., parenthesis over, our true transcendental consciousness has been polluted. And like a dirty mirror, it is unable to reflect a pure image. As we read in Burijan Prabhu Japa book, that we have about 30-kilometer thick of this dirt sitting in the mirror of our heart. So it takes many, many lives. With many lives, our association with the temporary has grown, and this impermanent body, a bag of bones and flesh, is mistaken for our true self. And we have accepted these temporary conditions to be the final one. Through all ages, great saints have remained as living proof that this non-temporary, permanent state of God consciousness can be revived in all living souls. Each soul is potentially divine. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, quote, steady in the self, being freed from all material contamination, the yogi achieves the highest perfectional stage of happiness in touch with the Supreme Consciousness. Yoga, in parentheses, a scientific method for God self-realization, parenthesis over, is the process by which we have purified our consciousness, stop further pollution, and arrive at the state of perfections, full knowledge, and full bliss. If there is a God, I want to see him. It's pointless to believe in something without proof, and Krishna consciousness and meditations are methods where you can actually obtain God perceptions. That may answer the lot of question Arvind Prabhu has it, that Krishna is the Supreme Person. I think this book will help him to understand the positions of Krishna. You can actually see God and hear him, play with him. It might sound crazy, but he is actually there, actually with you. There are many yogis path, Raj, Gyan, Hatha, Kriya, Karma, Bhakti, which are all acclaimed by the masters of each method. Swami Bhaktivedanta, as his little title says, Bhakti, yogi, following the path of devotion. By serving God through each thought, word, and deed, and by chanting his holy name, the devotee quickly develops God consciousness by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One inevitably arrived at Krishna consciousness. In the parenthesis, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Parenthesis over. I request, this is George Harrison is requesting, that you take advantage of this book, Krishna, and enter into understanding. I also request that you make an appointment to meet your God now through the self-liberating process of yoga, union, and give peace a chance. All you need is love, Krishna Haribol. George Harrison sign on March 31st, 1970. So we will start reading the preface. Nivrutratasya upagiyamani nad bhau shraddha chotramano bhiramat ka uttama shloka gunanavadit puman virajyeta vina pashughanat. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:1. In these Western countries, when someone sees the cover of a book like Krishna, he immediately asks, Who is Krishna? Who is girl with Krishna, etc.? The immediate answer is that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How is that? Because he conforms in exact detail to the description of the Supreme Being, the Godhead. In other words, Krishna is the Godhead because he is all attractive. Outside the principle of all attraction, there is no meaning to the word Godhead. How is it one can be all attractive? First of all, if one is very wealthy, if he has great riches, he becomes attractive to the people in general. Similarly, if someone is very powerful, he has also become attractive. And if someone is very famous, he also becomes attractive. And if someone is very beautiful or wise or unattached to all kind of possessions, he also becomes attractive. So from practical experience, we can observe that one is attractive due to one, wealth, two, power, three, fame, four, beauty, five, wisdom, and six, renunciation. One who is in possession of all six of these opulences at the same time, who possesses them to an unlimited degree, is understood to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These opulences of the Godhead are delineated by Parashuramuni, a great Vedic authority. We have seen many rich persons, many powerful persons, many famous persons, many beautiful persons, many learned and scholarly persons, and persons in the renounced order of life, unattached to the material possessions. But we have never seen any one person who is unlimitedly and simultaneously wealthy, powerful, famous, beautiful, wise, and unattached like Krishna in the history of humanity. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is an historical person who appeared on this earth 5,000 years ago. He stayed on this earth for 125 years and played exactly like a human being. But his activities were unparalleled. From the very moment of his appearance to the moment of his disappearance, every one of his activities is unparalleled in the history of the world. And therefore, anyone who knows what we mean by Godhead will accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one is equal to the Godhead, and no one is greater than him. That is the import of the familiar saying, God is great. There are various classes of men in the world who speak of God in different ways. But according to the Vedic literatures and according to the great acharyas, the authorized person works in the knowledge of God in all ages, like Acharya Sankara, Ramanuja, Madhava, Vishnu Swami, Lord Chaitanya, and all their followers by disciplic succession, all unanimously agree that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As far as we, the follower of the Vedic civilizations, are concerned, we accept the Vedic history of the whole universe, which consists of different planetary systems called Swargalokas, or the higher planetary system. Mrityu-lokas are the intermediary planetary system, and Patal-lokas are the lower planetary systems. The modern historians of this earth cannot supply historical evidence of events that occurred before 5,000 years ago. And the anthropologists say that 40,000 years ago, Homo sapiens had not appeared on this planet because evolution had not reached that point. But the Vedic histories, the Puranas and Mahabharata relate human history which extend millions and billions of years into the past. For example, from these literatures we are given the histories of Krishna's appearance and disappearance millions and billions of years ago. In the fourth chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna that both he and Arjuna had many births before, and that he, Krishna, could remember all of them, and that Arjuna could not. This illustrates the difference between the knowledge of Krishna and that of Arjuna. Arjuna might have been a very great warrior, a well-cultured member of the Kuru dynasty, but after all, he was an ordinary human being. Whereas Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the possessor of unlimited knowledge. Because he possesses unlimited knowledge, Krishna has a memory that is boundless. Krishna's knowledge is so perfect that he remembers all the incidences of his appearances some millions and billions of years in the past. But Arjuna's memory and knowledge are limited by time and space, for he is an ordinary human being. In the fourth chapter, Krishna states that he can remember instructing the lessons of Bhagavad Gita some millions of years ago to the sun god Vivaswan. Nowadays, it is the fashion of the atheistic class of man to try to become God by following some mystic process. Generally, the atheists claim to be God by dint of their imagination or their meditational prowess. Krishna is not that kind of God. He does not become God by manufacturing some mystic process of meditations, nor does he become God by undergoing the severe austerities of the mystic yogic exercises. Properly speaking, he never becomes God because he is the Godhead in all circumstances. So within the prison of his material uncle Kamsa, where his father and mother were confined, Krishna appeared outside his mother's body as the four-handed Vishnu Narayana. Then he turned himself into a baby and told his father to carry him to the house of Nanda Maharaj and his wife Yashoda. When Krishna was just a small baby, a gigantic demoness, Putana, attempted to kill him. But when he sucked her breast, he pulled out her life. That is the difference between the real Godhead and the God manufacturers in the mystic factory. Krishna has no chance to practice the mystic yoga process, yet he manifested himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead at every step, from infancy to childhood, and from childhood to boyhood, and from boyhood to young manhood. In this book, Krishna, all of his activities as a human being are described. Although Krishna plays like a human being, he always maintains his identity as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So since Krishna is all attractive, one should know that all his desire should be focused on Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the individual person is the proprietor or master of the body. But Krishna, who is the super soul present in everyone's heart, is the supreme proprietor and supreme master of each and every individual body. As such, if we concentrate our loving propensity upon Krishna only, then immediately universal love, unity, and tranquility will be automatically realized. When one waters the root of a tree, he automatically waters the branches, twigs, and leaves and flowers. When one supplies food to the stomach through the mouth, he satisfied all the various parts of the body. The art of focusing one attention on the Supreme and giving one's love to Him is called Krishna consciousness. We have uh, inaugurated the Krishna conscious movement so that everyone can satisfy his propensity for loving others simply by directing his love towards Krishna. The whole world is very much anxious to satisfy the dormant propensity of love for others. But the inventions of various methods like socialism, communism, altruism, humanitarian, nationalism, and whatever else may be manufactured for the peace and prosperity of the world are all useless and frustrating because of our gross ignorance of the art of loving Krishna. Generally, people think that by advancing the cause of moral principles and religious rights, they will be happy. Others may think that happiness can be achieved by economic development, and yet others think that simply by sense gratification they will be happy. But the real fact is that people can only be happy by loving Krishna. So Krishna can perfectly reciprocate one's loving propensity in different relationships called malos or rasas. Basically, there are 12 loving relationships. One can love Krishna as the supreme unknown, as the supreme master, supreme friend, supreme child, supreme lover. These are the 5 basic love rasas. One can also love Krishna indirectly in 7 different relationships, which are apparently different from the 5 primary relationships. All in all, however, if one simply reposes his dormant loving propensity in Krishna, then his life becomes successful. This is not a fiction, but it is a fact that can be realized by practical applications. And one can directly perceive the effect the love for Krishna has on his life. In the 9th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, this science of Krishna consciousness is called the king of all knowledge, the king of all confidential things, and the supreme science of transcendental realizations. Yet, we can directly experience the result of this science of Krishna consciousness because it is very easy to practice and it's very pleasurable. Whatever percentage of Krishna consciousness we can perform will become an eternal asset to our life, for it is imperishable in all circumstances. It has now been actually proved that today's confused and frustrated younger generation in the Western countries can directly perceive the result of chanting the loving propensity toward Krishna alone. It is said that although one executes severe austerity, penances, and sacrifices in his life, if he fails to awaken his dormant love for Krishna, then all his penances are to be considered useless. On the other hand, if one has awakened his dormant love for Krishna, then what is the use in executing austerities and penances unnecessarily? The Krishna consciousness movement is the unique gift of Lord Chaitanya to the fallen souls of this age. It is a very simple method which has actually been carried out during the last 4 years in the Western countries. Book was written in 70, so 1966. And there is no doubt that this movement can satisfy the dormant loving propensity of humanity. This book, Krishna, is another presentation to the how Krishna consciousness movement in the Western world. This transcendental literature is published in two parts with profuse illustrations. People love to read various kind of fictions to spend their time and energy. Now this tendency can be directed to Krishna, and the result will be the imperishable satisfaction of the soul, both individually and collectively. And it is said in the Bhagavad Gita that even a little effort expended on the path of Krishna consciousness can save one from the greatest danger, which is death. So hundreds of thousands of examples can be cited of people who have escaped the greatest danger of life due to a slight advancement in Krishna consciousness. We therefore request everyone to take advantage of this great transcendental literature. One will find that by reading one page after another, an immense treasure of knowledge in art, science, literature, philosophy, and religion will be revealed. And ultimately, by reading this one book, Krishna, love of Godhead, will fructify. What a wonderful guarantee Prabhupada is giving us. My grateful acknowledgement is due to Sriman George Harrison, now chanting Hare Krishna, for his liberal contribution of $19,000 to meet the entire cost of printing this volume. May Krishna bestow upon this nice boy further advancement in Krishna consciousness. And at last, my ever-willing blessings are bestowed upon Sriman Shyam Sundar Das Adhikari, Sriman Brahmananda Das Brahmachari, Sriman Hayagriva Das Adhikari, Sriman Satswarup Das Adhikari, Srimati Devhuti Devi, Srimati Jadurani Rasi, Sriman Murlidhar Das Brahmachari, Sriman Bharad Dwaj Das Adhikari, and Sriman Pradyumna Das Adhikari, etc., for their hard labor in different ways to make this publication a great success. Hare Krishna. Signed by Advent Day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, February 26, 1970, ISKCON Headquarters, 3764 Watseka Avenue, Los Angeles, California. So this is a perfect time. It's 7:57. Actually, I took 2 more minutes, so please pardon me. But this book, there are 3 volumes, and I think when we will read all these 3 volumes, we will be so happy to see that how much knowledge we will gain, and our faith in Krishna will increase immensely by knowing the knowledge of who Krishna is. And then our devotion toward Him will increase step by step every single day. Our devotional practice should never be a stagnant one. If you are practicing devotional practice and you are doing the same thing for last 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, that means you are not making any advancement in spiritual life. Spiritual life should increase at every moment. On a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, yearly basis, it should increase. And it will increase only if we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra sincerely, clearly, distinctly, and hear each syllabus properly. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so powerful. Krishna has invested all his energy into this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Our Acharya has realized it, and so many personality, despite giving, we see the example of the Pandavas, that every moment they were relatives of Krishna, but they were enjoying. And what the Mother Kunti is praying, that every step, please bring me the difficulty, so I will never forget you. And just by remembering you, we will cross over the nations of this material existence. So I think it's a great opportunity to receive the human form of life is a great fortune. So we have been so fortunate that we have the human form of life. And also we have been connected with the process which can enlighten our soul. We don't have to wait until then. So many processes like life insurance. You don't know even because the insurance policy money they will give you when you are no longer in the world. You don't know that your relative received the money or not, but we have faith and we spend so much money. But this process of Krishna consciousness, if we practice seriously, it gives immense benefit and so much happiness within our heart and mind. And that happiness we can share with whoever we come across and make them also the happy. So with those thoughts, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the desk of these wonderful Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who is taking so nicely despite their household duties, still they join. I really want to offer my humble obeisances at the desk of the Lotus Feet who joined from Aurora, Illinois, Cartondale, India, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Tempe, Phoenix, College Station, Austin, San Jose, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Baltimore, Baton Rouge, Portland, Dhaka, Orlando, Jacksonville, Ohio, St. Louis, New Delhi, and also Jammu and Kashmir, and also Parsippany, Haribol. So Damodar Prabhu is here. I would like to bring closer Prabhu. Can you please come so everybody can see you?
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji has how old are you?
39.
39, and he has taken a voluntary retirement, and he has dedicated his life that he wants to build this glorious temple. And his father, Swamikrishi Prabhu, he has opened the temple in MP, a beautiful temple, a wonderful family, setting a very good example that if Krishna has given you some richness, we should not keep on working to accumulate more and more, but dedicate our life to propagate this Krishna consciousness movement. So I'm so happy to be in the association of Damodar Prabhu. And it's so nice to see those examples. When you travel and meet those personality, it shows us that how sincere the devotees are around the world, and we can learn from their life and improve our devotion. So I'm really, really grateful for Damodar Prabhu to give me an opportunity to associate with him, and also kind that he is hosting me nicely, giving me all the facilities. So I'm really in debt to you, Damodar Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So with those thoughts, we will just log off, and if Krishna so desire, we'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the morning. And if you cannot join too, then you can always join at your convenient time, unless anybody has any specific questions. Haribol.